Hello, this is Fighting Irish with Operation Barbarossa. We're looking like we're going to July 1941. Big things might happen this year. The Americans are coming. The British are coming. We gotta watch out for those bad boys. Okay, we got 5 tech rolls. We're going for heavy armor, advanced subs, radar, improved construction, and all the way down there at track transports. Let's start off with heavy armor. That is a 9, so we completed heavy armor. Okay, let's do advanced subs. 11, so we got advanced subs. Next one's radar. Missed on the radar. Improved construction. Missed on the construction. Attack transports. This we got 2 out of 5. Okay. Let's see what's going on over here. We're buying 4 transports, 8 Marines for 60. 32 plus 28 is 60. 2 paratroopers plus a Lend-Lease at AA to the Romans. Italy needs an AA. That's for 10. Last 2 Panzer Grenadiers plus another Marine. That's 12. Plus our Blue Division. Okay. That's all our money. Okay, we have several attacks here. We're going in on Russia. So let's get ready to do this. First one, the Lapland guy will take Kola. Let's mark that down for 1 for Kola and down for Russia. 1 for Germany, down to 25 for Russia. Okay. Take this chip off. There's a chip there. We're taking one of these medium tanks. He goes through Yaroslavl into Gorky. Okay, we take those for the German power. That's another one for the Mighty Reich. Going up to 73. Moving the Russians down to the lower tier to 24. Just imagine we're still in 1941. Okay, up here still in the north. We're still in western Russia. He is going through northern Russia, claiming that for the Germans. And he's going to blitz into Karola. That's 1 for the Germans. Down for the Russians, down to 23. Okay, let's see what other damage we can do. I see this truck, motorized infantry and oral curse will go in the Donaminsky and Sarvatov. Claim that for the Germans. That is 3. So 1, 2, 3. And Russia goes 1, 2, 3 down to 20. Say hello to their British friends at 19. Let's see what else can we get into. 2 cavalry. Oh, in Karelia down here, 1 infantry from Leningrad will also go into that fight against Karelia. So we're not done there. 2 cavalry from Leningrad will go into Estonia to attack this 1 infantry. Also from Lebowski will be 2 advanced mechs, 2 medium tanks, and this Panzer Grenadier comes from Lebowski into Lithuania. This air transport will go 1 into, leaving Lebowski, goes into Warsaw. That's 1. 2, Lithuania. 3, into northern Belarus. 4, into western Russia. He will land one of the paratroopers into Moscow. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll land into Leningrad at the end. The other transport will also land in Leningrad, and both paratroopers will be landing in Moscow to fight the inevitable. Let's see what else we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fighter and medium bomber will be attacking Moscow with that medium bomber fighter there. This medium tank will be going in there as well. The 9 infantry that we have down here with the 4 artillery. The artillery attack at 3 paired off with those 4, and there is no river penalty. The AA gun is there for to take a hit for us. This time we will let them die. 4 cavalry, those all came from Oral Kursk into Moscow. This cavalry from eastern Ukraine will also be joining the battle. They all shoot at 3, and our 4 medium tanks will also be coming in. This Panzer Grenadier from Leningrad will also be joining the fight. He attacks at a 4. There's no river penalty. Well, let's say there is a river penalty for the first round for him to be on the safe side, and the tank will take a penalty for this river I see right here. So they go down 1. Plus the tacticals and the 3 fighters will also be coming in to the fight. So 3 fighters from Leningrad. 2 tacticals. Okay, let's see what else we can get into. Any more? Let's attack northern Iran with 3 infantry and 1 artillery. We're going to convoy the Japanese. Not the Japanese, those are our friends. We love Japanese. We're going to see the FEC and the Anzac down there in C-Zone 122. Let's see, what else can we do? Can we do any more attacks? Am I missing anything? Oh, yeah. So we're looking at Western Germany. The fighter goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into Moscow. With long-range aircraft, he will go to Don Minich when he lands. So 1 fighter goes to Don Minich. This medium bomber will go to Moscow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with long range. He's going to bomb the airfield, so he's separate. If he successfully bombs the airfield, I believe Moscow will be completely surrounded. And when we take the airfield out, I believe all his units will go -1. Do we have any more combat moves? I don't believe that we have any more. I think we're stretched pretty thin out pretty bad. So let's do Lithuania first. We have 3 4s and 2 6s taking on 1. So here are, that would be, I believe, all the attacks. Okay, so here's the 3/4 for the Panzer get in there and 2 advanced mechs. Need to hit 1. Got 2. So 2 die. And here's the tanks. Tanks, miss. So here's his retaliation. And we took Lithuania. He got a 4. So we're going to lose a advanced mech. So Lithuania falls. We have 1 and 1 there. Okay. So Germany goes up 1 to 78 for taking the Baltic state. And then we're going to blitz with our units into Latvia. Right there in Latvia, we're going to blitz into there. So we have 2 6s. And we miss. And the 2 4s. And we miss. Everything missed. So here's the retaliation out of 4. He missed. So here is the 2 6s. See if they can hit this time. We got a hit. So here's the 2 4s. Miss. Here is the 1 4. He missed. So we take that for the Germans as well. We put a flag and we got 2/3 of the Baltic states. So that goes there, that goes there. They will stop there and stay in Latvia. Okay, let's do Estonia. This is going to be a little harder. We have 2 3s. Take it on 1 4. Miss. Okay, here's the 4. Miss. Okay, let's do it again. 2 3s. Hit down here with a bullseye. So we take the territory. We take Estonia. And there's retaliation, and he missed. So all the Baltics now belong to the German Reich. Right down there. Let's do Karelia. This one, we lost out last time, but let's see if we get lucky this time. So we have a 4 and a 2, I believe. 4 and a 2. Yes, here is the 4. Hit with the Panzer. There's retaliation. He hit 2, so we lose the infantry. Okay, so the infantry dies, but Karelia does fall to the Germans. There's the flag. Let's go up 2 more for the Germans. They're at 80. And the Russians go down to 18. Right there. Okay, let's see if there's any more battles before we get to the big one. Let's do the Battle of North Iran. This is for the first strike right here at a 2 because we're in mountain. So it's the first strike at 2. He missed. So here is the infantry at a 2. He hit with a 1. Here's the last 2 1s. Miss. So the British infantry gets to retaliate for Northern Iran. And he missed. So Northern Iran falls to Germany over here. Okay, let's put another flag out for the Germans right there. They want to say hello to maybe Turkmenistan or keep going. I don't know. Let's do some convoying there. We got a black die and a red dice. Black is for the Germans. Red is for the FEC and Anzac. We get a +2. So we took 3 damage on this power line right here. Okay. So FEC can either take all 3 or they can split. But 3 damage is done to either FEC or 2 to the Anzacs or 1 and 2 or however you guys want to split it. Let's see what else we have. that's about it. Let's look at this big battle here. So this air transport is there for show. He doesn't get to do anything. We have 4 militia that attack at defend at a 1 now because they lost their city bonus. The AAs go to a 2 because they're surrounded. The airborne goes to a 1 because they're surrounded. And if I believe this is right, 3, 6, 9, 13 infantry will defend at a 3 right here. The advanced artillery also goes to a 3 with the first strike there. So what we have going in is an AA. So 4, what is that? 8, 12, 14, 17, 18, 19, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31. I think I missed some things, but oh well. I think I was supposed to go on these cavalry. Well, I hope it doesn't bite me in the butt. Okay. Black dice for the damage on the air base. 4 damage goes to the air base. So the air base got hit. And it gets 4 damage. The bomber gets 1 dice at a 3. Or it might be a 2. But he rolls an 8. So he doesn't hit and the bomber goes back to Lithuania. Yeah, he can make it to Lithuania. Okay, here's what we have to attack. And I think I messed up because I was supposed to send those guys into battle. Oh well. That's what it is, it is. Okay, take that green off. Put those 4 cavalry here. I'm expecting to lose all these. These infantry will go there. These 5 will break up. 5 chips, and the last will be these. Those are regular infantry. Those are paired. Those are paired. This Panzer first round will be a 3. This tank will be a 5. Okay, first strike artillery for us. We have 4. 4 at 3. So this is first strike for us. We hit 1. So back here, he'll lose a militia. He will not be able to fire back. The militia is gone. He gets 1 retaliation at first strike. This is for his advanced artillery, defending at a 3. He missed with a 12, so the artillery's gone. Or, not gone, but you know what I mean. Here is for the 2 tactical fighters. Target select on 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, we got 2 hits. So we're going to take off 2 more militia. Okay. The medium bomber now gets just a 7. Missed with a 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 planes. I guess it doesn't matter because there's no, so 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 6s right here. How many do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. We're into the infantry now. Okay, and that's after all the 6s. Here's my 1, 5. Hit with the 5. So We take off a green chip instead of those. So we hit with that. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 threes. Here's the first 5. So we got 1, 2. Got 2 more. Okay, and then the next 5. And we got 1. 1 more. Okay, out of all those. And then we have 5 2s. How about 4 2s? Where we got 2. Wow. They're not messing around today. After 1 round, here's all the carnage. The 3 militia, 1 para, 2 AAs, and 8 infantry will die. Here are the 2 2s for the planes, shooting down the planes. What am I thinking? That's 1, but they get 6 shots, so they get 4 more. So they hit 1. Here's the last 4. 2. So they hit 2 of my planes. So 2 planes die. Okay, so 2 planes died. And that's the AA. And here's the 4 2s for the paratrooper and the 3 militia. And he got 1 more. So my AA dies. So those are done, those are done. 8, 13, 13 at 3. Okay, so 5, 6, 6. Let's do 6 and then 7. There's the first 6. I count none. And then the last 7. I got 1, 2 hits. So I'll lose 2 infantry and the AA and 2 fighters. Why he loses all this. Okay, the rest of Moscow is 5 infantry, 1 artillery, taking on a whole bunch of stuff. So the tank goes back and the Panzer goes back. Okay, here are the 2 tacticals. Miss on the tactical. Here's the medium bomber. Hit on the bomber. So we'll lose an infantry. And then 3, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 for my 6s. So 1 hit. So we take off a second chip. Not very good for the 6s. Okay. Here's for the Panzer. He missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These go down. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys. First 6 here. And got 1. 1, 2. So let's do it again. 1 more roll. And got 1. 1 more. He's down to 2 units left. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at 2. And we got nothing out of our 2s. Okay, so he will retaliate with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So 4 and 2. Here's all 6 of his units. 1, 2. I count 2. So we'll lose our paratroopers. And he loses his 4. This is what's remaining after this round. One artillery, advanced artillery, 1 infantry. We have 3 infantry, 4 cavalry, 4 more infantry, 4 more artillery, 1 Panzergrenadier, planes, 3 planes, no, 3 fighters, 2 TACs, 1 medium bomber, and 5 tanks. We haven't lost a medium tank in this whole game. We only bought 7? Wow, 7 tanks and we haven't lost 1. Wow, that's a feat. Here's the medium bomber. Actually, it don't matter. All 3 7s at 1. And we got 2. That's the only 2 we needed. But if I miscount it, let's do 7 at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more hits. I don't think I would have been that much off. There's the Panzer miss. And first 6 of the 3s. 1, that's 5. Second set of 3s. 1 more. And last of the infantry, 3. 3 at 2. Miss, miss, miss. So he has 2 3s right here. Let's see what he gets. To retaliate, he missed. So Moscow now falls to the Germans. Right there, we'll put a flag. We go up to 84. The Russians go to 14. And when Moscow falls, we come over to their money over here. $31, I believe, goes to the bank. And Moscow now becomes German-controlled. The fighter that survived will go to Don Minsk. He came from somewhere else because the guy from Western Germany could have been the casualty. So those go there. The rest of all the ships will go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, they can all reach there. 3, 4, 5. So see what I'm doing is 5 infantry, 6, 7 infantry survived, 3, 4 cavalry, and 4 artillery. These artillery march themselves brilliantly in all their battles. The infantry, battle-hardened Polish boys, came from Poland, marched all the way right through Moscow. They did not stop till they got to their agenda. Panzer, 5 tanks down here. Okay. I'm not sure what happened. I hope that just happened there. These 2 non-combat will go from Romania, Yugoslavia, to northern Italy. These 2 from Warsaw, since I didn't use them in battle, will go to Romania. Walk through eastern Poland to Romania, and those guys went through Yugoslavia to there. We will move 1 infantry to Azerbaijan. chipped out that guy. The Belgium cavalry, 2 infantry will be railed to Rome. Might as well take this cavalry too from Alsace-Lorraine. Okay. These 2 guys from Picardy will walk into Paris. That will be a total of, what is that? 5 infantry there. Took off those 3, put the green chip there. My Navy from C-Zone 16 will all move to C-Zone 16, which consists of a transport, battleship, destroyer, light cruiser, made up with the 2 coastal defense ships will be there. The 2 Panzer Grenadiers from Eastern Germany, the tank from Eastern Germany, and the advanced mech will go to Western Germany. Okay. The guy from Eastern Ukraine. Let's see, did I want to move anything else? Okay. I think that is it for the combat. Displaced units. The 2 paratroopers will go into Leningrad with our 2 air transports right there. The Blue Division will, of course, go into Berlin. The 8 Marines will go into Western Germany right there. All 8 of them meet up with their buddy. That makes 9. Okay. The AA gun goes to Rome. We lend-lease them AA. 2 Panzers. 1 Marine will go to Eastern Germany with 1 Panzer into Eastern Germany. And let's put the other Panzer into Berlin. Okay. And of course our 4 transports will go into this C-Zone right there. So let's look what we have. In southern Iran, there's a cavalry. In northern Iran, there's 3 infantry and an artillery. In Azerbaijan, there's a mountain and an infantry. In Kars, there's a militia and 2 infantry. In eastern Egypt, there is an artillery. In Istanbul, there is a militia. In Sarbatov, there is a motorized. In Donetsk, there is a fighter. In eastern Ukraine, there is a infantry. And in Kiev, there is an infantry. In Solomisk, there is an infantry. In Gorky, there is a medium tank. And in Moscow, which is now German, has a damaged airbase with, 7 infantry, 4 cavalry, 5 medium tanks, 1 Panzergrenadier, and 4 artillery. Up here in Kola, you have an infantry. Up here in Karelia, you have a Panzergrenadier. In Estonia, you have 2 cavalry. And in Latvia, you have 1 advanced mech, 1 Panzergrenadier, and 2 more tanks. And in Leningrad, you have 2 paratroopers, 2 air transports, 1 medium bomber, 2 medium bombers, 2 tacticals, and looks like 2 fighters, all in Leningrad. They're all in that bunched up there. Sea Zone 15, you have 1 battleship, 1, or make that 5 transports now. 5 transports, 1 light cruiser, 2 coastal defense ships, and 1 destroyer. Down in Sea Zone, what is that, 50 or 150? You have a destroyer, a sub, and a torpedo boat destroyer. In Rome, there is 2 infantry, 2 cavalry. In northern Italy, there is 2 cavalry. In Paris, there is, I think that's 5 infantry and an AA gun and 2 militia. And I moved Paris from you. There's Paris, right there. I was looking at here, the 2 cavalry and 2 infantry. In Alsace-Lorraine, 1 cavalry and 1 militia. In Western Germany, there is 9 Marines, 1 medium tank, 2 Panzergrenadiers, 1 militia, 4 infantry, 1 advanced mech, and 1 AA gun. In Eastern Germany, there is 1 Panzergrenadier and 1 Marine. And in Berlin, 1 infantry and 1 advanced mech. Okay. I don't know why I bought the advanced mech. No, I didn't buy the advanced mech. I bought the Panzergrenadier, so let me get that chip out for you. That's a paratrooper. Oh, I know why I did that. Because I ran out of chips. So let's make it an orange special there. That's there. And then I think that's all the units. So let's collect money. So we have 84 on the chart, plus 6 for our wartime bonus. I think that's all we get. And then we get right here 2d6s for wartime economy. We got 8. So 98. So $98. So what is that? Where's it at? 50, 60, 50, 60, 70, 95, 6, 7, 8. $98 we have left to spend on our next turn. And normally I would say that's the end of Operation Barbarossa, handing over to the veteran and the common turn. But they're talking about what's the word? Surrendering and giving up territories. So with this outcome, I probably agreed with them. So if this is going to be my final video, I will say this is Operation Barbarossa. And it lived up to the name, lived right up to the name. The Germans, the Italians. I will have my wrap up here, so let's talk about the Italians, how these people worked. They surprised right here the small but efficient British Navy that started it off. They attacked France. July 1938, start off the war. And I also want to say this fighter came from the Italians. Half this stuff came from the Italians. The Italians were a big force into this game. I remember talking a week or two before July of 38 with all the rest of the world, and we were mocking and laughing that the Italians were the weak link of this game. Their final tally, I have them at 26. So far, if we're going to end the game, they own the better half portion of Africa. The only thing that stands in the way is the Gold Coast or Southern Africa. That's how far the Italians pushed in Africa. They have reserves up here. They also own the Suez. They also own Transjordan, Syria, Iraq, and Iran. That was a pivotal part of the attack on Transcaucasia to hold Azerbaijan. And I was really helpful that the Russians did not take Azerbaijan, or I wouldn't be able to take Transcaucasia. That was a big part of the attack, was the Italians to hold Azerbaijan, and they held. I was able to land all my fighters there. Here, taking out the British Navy, them taking out the Suez, them helping Spain out. Now, you look at their country, they're balling up. Here comes the Americans. Plus, you have some Italians in the middle of Russia and Paris. You don't see that too often. Now let's move on to my partner in crime, the Japanese nation. This guy, 5-star general. You look at what he did. I think I have him at 46. I don't think he lost too many engagements. I talked him out of the Dutch islands and hold off, and it was a good thing. He threatened Calcutta. He demolished all of mainland China that was important. Up here, he pushed Russia back to their Angara. He owns Manchuria. He owns Mongolia. He has no navy to contend with much. The Americans are down in Samoa. Down up here, his navy never got battle tested. The airplanes did. He's ready to strike at any moment. 5-star general looked like he's ready. He can take on the world. He was awesome in all aspects. Navy, still untouched. Going after American Navy. Looks a little smaller. Let's move on. Great job, 5-star general. I'll be your partner any day. Good job in Germany, or Japan. Let's talk about Commander Pumpkin up there in the British homelands. Down here in FEC, and down here in Anzac. You really threw me for a loop up here in France at the beginning of the game. That defense, I think I committed too much because I was scared of your numbers compared to what they were rolling at. The militia, you had a ton of it, and I was scared because of the sheer fact numbers. But I wasn't counting that they were only supposed to roll 2s. That's I committed too much. But that's why the Italians had to come and help, or I would have been scared. I couldn't really do a sea lion, even with this attack here. Sea lion still in the, it would be hard. You have your mainland defense. Gibraltar looks pretty. South Africa and the rest of Africa, well, Calcutta has a ton of, all of India would have been hard to do in 8 turns. Nobody was going to take Sydney, I believe, with all these. So your defense was great. The only thing here I would say learn from this is defend the Swiss. This is the helped me get my bonus was the canal, and I got lucky here and I hit you with all my 3 planes when you had a small token naval force. If part of this was there, I would have been wiped out. This would have been a different game. I know I made light about the Italians and how the joke they are, but a Navy versus Navy plus a little Air Force and some luck, the Italians grew big, and he never came back in, so I kept the bonus for the canal and no warships into the med. I think I lost the bonus on this. I didn't take it off, but that's all right because the French are there. Actually, I don't even think the French are at war with the Italians, so maybe I would have kept the bonus. Let's move to USA. USA, crooked leg. I didn't get to see much of your strategy. When you're starting getting good, the game must end. This surprised me. I never knew about this Caribbean line. I never saw that. That's new to me. That's a good eye by 5-star General. He got you for a couple dollars on that line. The Americans are coming in July of 41 with a start of a D-Day. Pretty impressive. With 8 units, plus 6 down here, plus more to come back up. I mean, D-Day is coming. I don't know if you'd be hard-pressed for a 2-sided war. I don't know if you can contend with the Japanese much on this side. You put all your money on Germany's side with Russia falling. It would have been a battle, of course. I would love to see how this ends out. Love to see this different strategy. And then let's go to the Comintern. Comintern attacked in China, got beat out of China, signed a treaty, retreated. Has lots of units in their 2 territories, but they would have had to go to war with everybody if they would have came out. Had a rough time with the Japanese once the Japanese broke their treaty, pushed you back. And I give you props. I give you hands down, great move right there. Putting your whole Russian Navy in this sea zone. Taking out the Italian sea zone. Matched it ship for ship. That was an awesome, great move. The only thing I have negative to say about that is you weren't ready for a ground assault with that started attack. I know you declared war on Italy, but I kept joking with our group chat that the German were peacemakers. They had to go in and settle the peace. Down there in France, they had to stop the fighting. the Russians had to declare war on the Italians. The Italians declared war on France. So I guess they are at war, so I do lose too. So the Italians were bullies to the Italian or French and to the British. So that's why the Germans got into it. And down there, in Sea Zone in the Med, the Russian Navy, either I was going to leave the Med or the Russian Navy was going to get me. And they beat me on a turn. I didn't think I was one turn away. I had my German units in Yugoslavia instead of Romania, or it would have been different. I went there with the German army instead of going into Russia and attacking, but it is what it is. That was a wiping out all naval of the Italians. Left their big fleet with their 3 subs that they built. But all I can say is great strength in the Med caused you great despair in the Russian defense. That's all I can say about that. The Germans, like I said, I was telling the guys, they are peacemakers. They don't want war. They just have to go help their buddies out. They helped Spain. They helped Italy. They're even down in Africa. They're in Iran. They're helping their Japanese friends out over there in the Indian Ocean. Took all the money part of Russia. Even they needed Turkey helped in this. Leningrad didn't want to we had to liberate them. Very first, we got lucky. If Russia did it again and they declared war on Germany, yes. We would never have taken Transcaucasia and we would never got Leningrad. But you would have been down money. It would have been a trade-off and we wouldn't have this talk in July of 30 or 41. Transcaucasia, Turkey, and Leningrad would have been different. Probably all out on Leningrad, nothing in Transcaucasia, and Turkey would be neutral. Germany's set up to either take the rest of Russia out and maybe venture that way, or go head south to India. Probably India. We're set up for that way. We set up this ground assault for Sea Lion, but like I said, with the Americans coming, they either go south and give us more of the British, or they don't go into D-Day into France and they just defend the mainland of British. That was my thing here, was next goal here, and India for the Germans. And the Italians wanted down there South Africa. But I don't know if that would have came to fruit. But I believe this is the end of Operation Barbarossa, a very successful Operation Barbarossa, if I have to say. I didn't look at victory points. The Axis powers will accept the surrender of the Allies and Comintern. Terms of their surrenders will be given at a later date, if at all. With Moscow falling, it will be hard-pressed for the Americans and the British to keep up with the pace, so I understand. So this is Fighting Irish, signing out for the final time of Operation Barbarossa, and reminders that we do take these surrenders of Crooked Leg, Commander Pumpkin, and the Veteran, all surrendered to 5-star General out in Tokyo and to us in Berlin. And that was why we had the secret meeting talk in Istanbul for Operation Barbarossa. This is Fighting Irish Help. Thank you.